Indie Mogul.
Lilo and Stitch director Chris Sanders finally gets to take his revenge on the company that fired him, Disney. Will he be victorious, or is this just Stitch Light? You're watching Beyond the Trailer's review of How to Train Your Dragon.
Either we finish them, or they'll finish us.
Everything we know about them is wrong.
Yes, in 2006, even though Sanders had written and directed the successful Lilo and Stitch, Disney Pixar animation head honcho John Lasseter pulled him off of American Dog in pre-production. In short, Lasseter felt Sanders' work was too quirky. So American Dog became Bolt, which actually made more money than Lilo and Stitch at the box office. Ouch. Sanders, embarrassed and insulted, moved to Dreamworks Animation, where he got the How to Train Your Dragon gig. Lilo and Stitch co-director, co-writer Dean DeBlois also defected to Dreamworks for this adaptation of the popular British children's book. There have been 8 books in the series, so there's potential here for Dreamworks to add to its popular stable of animation franchises. Jay Baruchel, American Ferrera, Jonah Hill, and McLovin provide the voices for our younger characters, while Gerard Butler and Craig Ferguson voice the adults. Plus, like Monsters vs. Aliens, How to Train Your Dragon can be seen in both 3D and IMAX 3D, and Monsters vs. Aliens made more money than Lilo and Stitch and Bolt. Can Sanders prove that Disney and Lasseter made a mistake letting him go? Perhaps, but to be fair, it's not like he went and made a really quirky movie at DreamWorks to prove his point. Lesson learned, Sanders?
Hey Indie Mogul, this is Frank Palangi, director of the Radio Ugly 10-second teaser.
Number one independent music station on the net. Radio Ugly, independently in your face.
We have a BTT viewer here who's just seen How to Train Your Dragon. How was it?
It was interesting.
It's a little bit scary.
These are all your students. Did you guys like the movie?
We don't have IMAX in Israel, so I wanted to go to the IMAX.
Well, what did you think of the IMAX?
It's pretty good.
As opposed to watching this and a regular movie, this is a much more, you get more bang for your buck.
When I was young and came television and all that, we thought that the movies were done. It's not that.
Is it something as like an animation classic? Okay, or is it just the 3D movie of the moment?
I think it's a 3D movie of the moment.
You could watch that in regular.
I think you could have seen it as an individual, without
2D?
the 3D.
Oh, you could have?
Yeah.
Well, is the movie all about the technology and being another IMAX 3D movie, or does it have a good story?
No, it has something. It was a nice story, but it was just cute.
How do you train a dragon?
I don't know.
They didn't teach you anything?
Well, I mean, they teach you how to do it. It's just, I don't think I'd be good at it. I don't have a bad Scottish accent, so obviously I'm not good.
What was your favorite dragon in the movie?
The black one, of course.
Yeah, Toothless?
Yeah.
How do you compare it to other DreamWorks animation films like Shrek, Madagascar, Kung Fu Panda?
I loved Kung Fu Panda,
Me too.
and I have it at home, and I've watched it several
Me
times.
too.
I don't think it was as interesting.
So did you ever see Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
It's the same director.
Yeah.
Do you see
Toothless was very similar to Stitch.
Yeah? Who do you like better, Toothless or Stitch?
Toothless.
Oh, that's great.
Lilo and Stitch is actually a really good comedy in that it was really good for kids and older kids and adults. This had decent comedy for older kids and adults.
I was actually surprised because I thought it was going to be just a typical child movie and I was going to be bored to death. But it was actually very good.
Is it worth seeing in theaters to you, or is this a rental? What do you think?
This would be a rental.
I'm not gonna tell people to rush to it, but I enjoyed myself while I watched
excellent.
I had to watch it again.
In theaters?
Yeah.
How would you see the movie?
In IMAX, probably. But if it's too expensive, 3D is okay.
What do you give it on a 1 to 10?
9.
I'd give it a 10.
6, 7.
6.5.
10.
A 10?
9.5.
A 9.
So it sounds like DreamWorks Animation has made another fun movie with audiences giving it an 8.5. And the only question you have to ask yourself is to 3D or not to 3D. And don't forget that How to Train Your Dragon is the focus of this week's one-sentence review challenge. If you've seen the movie, leave your 1 to 10 rating below, as well as your one-sentence review. Whoever writes the best one gets a free pair of AMC movie tickets, and I'll announce the winner this Sunday on my Facebook page. I'm Grace Randolph reporting from AMC Empire 25, and you've just gone Beyond the Trailer.